Norway is often seen as one of the world's safest and most peaceful countries, but beneath the surface, it has its share of dark stories involving gangs, smugglers, and organized crime. From drug lords to violent biker gangs, Norway's underworld is small, but surprisingly dangerous. These are 10 real gangster stories from Norway. Story 1. The Great Nokas Robbery, 2004. One of the most infamous crimes in Norwegian history was the Nokas Cash Depot robbery in Stavanger. Armed robbers stole over €7 million, killing a police officer in the process. It remains Norway's biggest and most violent heist. Story 2. The murderous gang of Gjermund Cappelen. Gjermund Cappelen, known as Norway's Hash Baron, ran one of the largest drug smuggling networks in the country. His empire trafficked cannabis from the Netherlands, and he was later linked to corrupt police officer Eirik Jensen, sparking one of Norway's biggest corruption scandals. Story 3. The Oslo B-Gang. The B-Gang, made up of second-generation immigrants in Oslo, rose to power in the 1990s. They controlled drug trafficking, robberies, and protection rackets, often clashing with rival gangs in violent street battles. Story 4. The Oslo A-Gang. The A-Gang, led by Pakistani-Norwegian criminal Ghulam Abbas, was one of Oslo's first major immigrant gangs. Known for violence, extortion, and drug dealing, they became bitter rivals of the B-Gang, fueling years of gang wars. Story 5. The Outlaws and Hells Angels Biker Wars. Norway's biker gangs, especially the Hells Angels and the Outlaws MC, were involved in violent turf wars during the 1990s. Shootings, bombings, and brutal assaults shook the country as they fought for control of drug markets. Story 6. David Taska, the mastermind of bank robberies. Nicknamed the Professor. David Taska was the brains behind several major robberies, including the Nokas heist. His reputation as Norway's most intelligent and dangerous criminal made him a household name. Story 7. The Arfon Bhatti story. Arfon Bhatti started as a gangster in Oslo, involved in violent attacks, extortion, and armed crime. Later, he became connected to extremist groups, showing how Norway's gangster scene sometimes overlaps with radical networks. The Story 8. The Oslo underworld of illegal gambling. In the 2000s, criminal groups controlled much of Oslo's underground gambling industry. Slot machines, illegal casinos, and betting rackets brought in millions until a government crackdown pushed the trade further underground. Story 9. The Young Guns of Oslo. In recent years, Oslo has seen the rise of youth gangs, often armed and violent. These groups are involved in stabbings, robberies, and drug dealing, echoing the legacy of earlier gangs like the A-Gang and B-Gang. To Story 10. The hashish smuggling routes. Norway has some of the highest drug prices in Europe, making it a goldmine for smugglers. Criminal networks import hashish and cocaine from Spain, the Netherlands, and Morocco. These smuggling empires are run like mini cartels inside Scandinavia. From biker wars and immigrant gangs to Norway's biggest ever robbery. These 10 stories prove that even in one of the world's safest countries, organized crime can leave a lasting mark. Norway's underworld may be small, but its stories are just as shocking as those from anywhere else in the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real gangster stories from around the globe.